Okay, this is part three. Like I was saying, when I was 25 years old, I talked about this in another testimony I did. It was specifically for just this topic. Um, I survived an overdose I took over 500, 600 pills that I was prescribed and everything. I was just going through a rough time and I took them and, I went into a coma. And, eventually I got out of that. And what I seen in the coma, you have to watch one of my old video I put on here of what I seen. That's a whole different thing, but God saved me that time. Okay. Okay, there was a second time that I overdosed, and it was the same thing. I took the same amount of pills, and I went through like the same thing, but I didn't see nothing when I blacked out like I did the first time. So I made it through that. God saved me again. Okay. Oh, I love God. Thank you, God, for getting me out of all these times. Of, thank you for helping me survive. Thank you for saving me. Okay. Back in 2018, I was 42 years old, and I was in the stuff. I used to be a smoker. I was a smoker for 25 years, since I was 20 till I was like 42. So 20 till 42. Okay. I used to smoke a lot. I used to smoke like 3 packs a day at a couple points in my life. And I cut it down to 2 packs and 1 pack a day. And then it was back up to 3. And another thing, I was into drugs real bad. And, it was hard to shake that off. And it wasn't easy at first. But, this is what happened. My parents asked me, they had a friend that was started going to church. He was a pastor. And my parents asked me if I wanted to go to church with them. And I said yes. And right when I said yes, I made that firm decision right there on the spot that I was going to quit the drugs. And I did quit the drugs, and I never went back to it, ever. And then I was going to church for about a month to 6 weeks. And I used to be a smoker. And when I started going to church, every time I smoked a cigarette, every time I took a puff, I felt guilty, like I shouldn't have been doing that. I mean, like, big time guilty. I just felt like something was like telling me, don't do it, don't do this, you need to quit. So part 4 coming up.